webinar. My name is David T Rosen, and I am happy to be here with you right now. I am the founder and creator of Co-op Business, and today we are going to go over the following because people have been asking me day and night, we need to understand how to use this system. So today you're going to get that. You're going to understand how they work. And listen, folks, you're going to be blown away by the ease and the complexity. And I like to call it simplexity. Simplexity because you, the user, you get to use it and everything's a snap. The builders, which we did, is extremely complex. So we've got a simplistic system. And today we're going to talk about how to register in your co-op business, how to pay in your co-op business. We've also got something else. We got 3 minutes a day, which is going to blow you guys away, especially for those of you that think that you're going to have trouble on how to get your business going and how to build your co-op business. We got the 3 minutes a day. I'm going to walk through that. It's going to blow your mind. We got how to buy and use the co-op token, so you'll understand how easy that really is. And by the way, when I say that these things are easy, when my programmers first set these systems up and I went in and I started using them, I was having the exact same troubles that you did because it was brand new to me. I was a little bit trepidatious as to whether to push this button, whether to push this button, and so on and so forth. But after I used it a couple of times, it became very, very easy. We're also going to talk about how to use the co-op wallet, and co-op wallet is super, super cool. That is our answer to a bank because it really is our own online bank. And we'll get more into that as we get to that particular part of this overview. So let's get right to, and by the way, folks, you're probably going to have some questions. And if you do have some questions, write the questions down in the chat and send them to us. And both David and Keith will be there to feed me the questions as they are coming through the chat, and we'll get an opportunity to answer those for you. I can see that the webinar is filling up quite nicely. So awesome, awesome, awesome. I think it's time to get right to it. So let me see. Let me bring up the right screen first. Yeah, this is the right screen. Actually, let me get over here too. 1 second. I want to make sure we're on the right screen. That is the right screen. I'm going to go over here. And here we are. So share screen. All right, Keith, if you wouldn't mind just give me a tell me that the screen is sharing properly, that would be great.
The screen is sharing properly.
Excellent. All right, guys. So here's what we're sharing right now. And by the way, I'm using a demo site, but the numbers that you see there are from my actual co-op business, co-op free. And the reason why I logged into this one first is I want you to take a look at the numbers because the free system is absolutely awesome. And it is a very, very powerful marketing tool. So right now on the free system, as you see in the dollar a day, I'm at $6.78, and in the $10 a day, I'm at $67.80 for the day. Now, the reason that I want you to see how this works, because right now I'm going to go and register a new member for free. I'm not going to pay for that new member yet, but I'm going to register a new member, and I want you to see how those numbers change. So remember the numbers as you see them there. So let me go over here. So we're on a new screen. I've sent a person to my site. It says, welcome to David Rosen's site. And the 1,000 donor key that you see there, it doesn't work. So don't try and register. Don't try and go there because it doesn't work. All right. So anyway, so now I'm going to join. So the joining part is actually very, very easy. When you send somebody to your site, when you send them your link, it automatically populates with your donor key in there. right? So you don't have to send them the donor key separately, just send them your registration link, because that registration link, if you see up here in the address bar, that registration link, it has your donor key already populated. If you're talking to somebody on the phone, you can say, go to coopbusiness.com and give them your registration key. In this particular case, it's 1000. In your case, it might be 1234, right? So you give them your registration key, and now it's time to register. And guess what? I think I'm going to register myself. So I put my registration in there. Now I'm going to put my phone number in there. And there's my phone number. It's not a real phone number, of course. Now I'm going to put an email address in there. And of course, I'm not going to use a real email address either. So this is the email address that I'm going to use for this demonstration purposes. Actually, I'm going to use a different name. I'm going to use Aisha. Let's use Aisha Rosen. So I've got my email. Now you choose a password. So now I choose my password. So now it's giving me the opportunity to hit the next button. So now, what does it say? Forget that. And I want to forget this. So how do I get over there? Yeah, let me go over here. So forget that, because I don't want that either. And let me see it go back over here. This thing, everything on the screen is popping up and it's blocking certain things that I'm trying to do here. All right, so now it's asking me to confirm that this is my name, confirm that this is my email address, and confirm that this is my phone number. If it's not, you can hit the edits and go back. The next thing you want to do is you want to say, okay, so the person that you registered with, you want to make sure that it is the person that you registered with and that it's not somebody else who you don't know. So yes, David Rosen is my inviter. And yes, I've read the terms and conditions. And if you want to read the terms and conditions, there they are. So you can obviously read the terms and conditions, right? And yes, I have read the privacy policy. Yes, I have read the disclaimer. And yes, my email address is valid. And by the way, folks, you want to make sure that you use a valid email address, because we are going to be sending you emails on a regular basis. So you want to make sure you use a valid email address. We also validate the email addresses as well. So if it's not a valid email address, you're not going to get anything. So confirm and proceed. So I'm going to take this screen off because it's just a waste, because, you know, we all want over $50,000, right? And am I a robot? Keith, am I a robot?
Sometimes you look like one.
All right, so we'll have to say yes. All right, so I'm not a robot. Now it's going to take me to the next screen. So now it takes me to the next screen. So now I can pay if I want, which, you know, most people are going to want to pay. But for this particular purpose right now, I'm not going to pay. I'm just going to go and I'm going to X out of this. And now I'm in as a free member, right? So now that I'm in as a free member, I get to look around. I can see certain things. I can see the way things are happening and so on and so forth. And as you can see, as a free member, you know, you get a lot of stuff here. Also, as a free member, you get to do a few things. You can't make any money. So don't think that you can make some money. So let me rephrase that. So you can make money as a free member, but you're not going to get rich. All right. Let me see if I can move this. Is there a way of moving this? Yeah, look at that. Eh? All right. So let me go back down here. So now these things aren't going to get in my way. So as a free member, you get to do several different things. And one of the things that you get to do, if you remember over here, as you see, I want to remind you, it says 678. I'm going to write that down because I want to remember that number, because I'm doing several things here. 678. So I got that. So I wanted to write that down. So as you see, that's 678 right now. That's the free system, right? So now I'm going back over here. So now I'm thinking to myself, now what am I going to do? Well, I want to see if this system actually works. So as a free member, you get to see if the system works. So you go down here and you put in a few names. We'll put in Valeria. Valeria is a sweet girl. And, we'll put in Dawson. We'll give her an email address, coopcf.com. And we'll give them a phone number, right? So now we got a phone number. Now we're going to register a few other people. Got the phone number in there. Let's register Mary. And we'll put an email address in there. And we'll put another phone number in there. So you've often heard me say that the free system is an exact replica of the paid system. And it is. All right. So right now in the free system, as you see, you got nothing. There's nothing that you haven't received anything, you haven't earned anything, you get nothing in there. So now you want to see what is going to happen. So I'm going to invite these 3 friends using the free system so I can see what happens and see if this business is something that I can use to create and generate wealth for myself. It also gives me an opportunity to see and invite my friends to see if they too can use the system to create and generate wealth. So if you looked at any of the charts, on the charts, it says that if you invite 3 friends, you're going to receive 26.25. And here it is showing you that you've actually received 26.25 by inviting those 3 friends. So it shows you exactly what's happening here. And then if you go over here, you go to your co-op team, and it shows you your co-op team. These are the 3 friends that I've invited. And if I take it a step further, actually, I can't do that right now. If I take, so it shows you who your team is, and it also shows you who their donor key is. Now, when you invite these 3 friends to try the system with you, you call them up. I call up and I say, hey, Keith, I invited you to try Co-op Business. And I tell Keith, go to coopbusiness.com, use your email address, and every free person that you invite using this invite a friend feature, they get a default username, which is 123456. So they can actually log in and see how the system works. Now, let me go back over here, and it's going to log me out. So I'm going to have to log back in. But you see, we are a team. We are a cooperative. And as a cooperative, we're not just simply relying on our own individual efforts. We're relying on the efforts of ourselves, of the people that are above us, and also by the people that we invite and the people that they invite. And ultimately, and I'm going to show you my cooperative in a minute, ultimately, you start having hundreds and then thousands and then tens of thousands of people that are in your cooperative. So right now, we can pretend that the other day, the person that I just invited here, whose name is Aisha Rosen, we can assume that Aisha Rosen can be in Texas, Tokyo, Timbuktu, or Toronto. It doesn't matter. And they just registered. So I'm going to go to the dashboard, and I'm quite certain I got to log out. So I got to log out here. And by the way, this is a temporary, this is a demo site. So it's not going as fast as the real site. So now I'm logging back in. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to show you this part in a minute. I'm going to go back over to the co-op free site. All right. So as you remember, prior to me inviting Aisha Rosen, this said 678. So now, as you can see, because I've invited Aisha, my income went from 678 and now it's up to 690. So you see, this is not just something that you would say, it's a free tool, I don't need to use it. This is the most powerful marketing tool that you will ever have in any business, because this gives you the opportunity to gauge how your efforts are going. It also gives you the opportunity to say, hey, listen, Aisha, you know, when you did this, this is what happened to me. So you get to see what your whole team is really doing. It's like super, super cool. So now I'm going to show you something else, right? So now I'm going to go back to my co-op 28. And as you see here in my co-op 28, I've only got $1.75. And the only reason I got $1.75, because earlier today that was zero, but the only reason I got $1.75 is because I was doing a test on another account. So now let's go back to my co-op free, right? So right now, we just invited Aisha to see how the system works. Let me do, now we're in my system. So let me show you what's going to happen if I invite somebody, because it's going to be part of the test that we are doing later. You know, we'll invite my friend over here, put my email address in there. Again, this is not a real email address, not a real phone number. Let me invite 3 more friends. All right. Put a phone number in there. And now we're going to invite Bill. And again, this is going to show me how my income grows. As you see, it says 690.25. So now I'm inviting 3 more friends. Now it's going to show me, by the way, how's my sound, guys? Because I had the microphone the wrong way. Keith, how was my sound?
It sounds good, buddy.
Okay, cool. Does it sound better now?
Actually, yes, it does.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so now I'm going to invite my three new friends, right? Because you don't have to stop at 3. So now I'm going to invite my 3 new friends. So just before I do, once again, it's at 690. I go, I click, and I invite my 3 new friends. And you see how fast, you see how fast it happens, right? So now I invited 3 more friends, and now you just watch my income go from 690 to 713 in the dollar a day, and to 7,133 in the $10 a day. See that? Everything that happens is registered on your free account. So now I'm going to do something else, right? So the first registration that I did when I invited Aisha Rosen, because I said I'm going to show you how to register. The first registration that I did when I invited Aisha Rosen, that showed you how to register by going directly to CoopBusiness.com and having your friends go through the entire process. Because not everybody, you don't have to invite people using this particular system, the invite a friend feature. Some people, you're just going to send them directly to your site. And when they do, they go through that particular process. When I invited friends, and when Aisha in that demo site invited friends, that's how you invite people using the invite a friend feature. So there's 2 ways in which you can invite friends. Use the invite a friend, or have them go directly to the site and register. And you can also use this here to add new members. So there's a couple of different ways to invite friends. So after you invite these friends, here's what I recommend, right? And I've already done that step. When Aisha invited those 3 friends, I would have picked one. If I invited Aisha using the invite a friend feature, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call Aisha. And the reason why I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call Aisha is because I want to spend a few quality minutes with her and explain to her how great the system is. So when I pick up the phone and I call her, her system all has zeros like it did a few moments ago. And she doesn't even know how this feature works. So I tell her to invite her 3 friends. She sees how that goes up and she gets an idea of how the system works. And then Aisha says, wow, that's great. Now, how do I turn this into real cash? And then I tell her, you got to pay. So now I'm going to go to my team, and I got a pretty big team. So I'm in my co-op free. So I'm going to go to my team. And I'm going to click on this because you can click on this thing here, and it toggles it by the date that the people are enrolling. And as you can see, all these email addresses are all fake as well, so they're not going to work. But this here is Aisha's email address that I use to register her account. And I'm copying that for a reason. Now, just before I go back to Aisha's account, I want to go up here. All right, so this is my co-op. This is my real dashboard. As you see, I'm at $1.75. So I've only earned $1.75 so far. Now I'm going to go back over to Aisha's dashboard. And now I can't remember why I wanted to go back over to her dashboard. Oh yeah, I do remember. I got to log out. I'm going to log back in. Log back in. So now I'm logged back into Aisha's dashboard. And as you see, it's asking me if I want to pay. So she's not going to, so now it's asking me if I want to pay. So I'm going to show you how you pay. Now, when I do show you how you pay, I'm not going to actually activate this particular account right now and pay for it. I'm going to walk you through the process of how it works. Now, as a free member, as a brand new member, you have to come in at $99. And that $99, as you see, $84 gets you 3 co-op 28 tokens. It also gets you 3 co-op NFTs. Now, this $15 that you see here, that's a one-time cost, So the next time when it's time to renew, you're not going to have this NFT cost. You're only going to have a $28 cost. And the reason why you're buying these 3 tokens is twofold. One, we have a system in co-op business that we call a gift. And the reason why we call it a gift is because we help our friends. Gift stands for giving it forward together. So that's what gift stands for here. Giving it forward together. So when you buy these 3 tokens for $99, the optimum way to get your business going is to now use those 3 tokens to pay it forward for 3 friends. And I'll show you exactly how that works in one moment. But right now, I'm going to show you how to pay. And let's say that Aisha not only wants to come in at the 84 and at the $1 a day, but she also wants to come in at the 280. So she clicks on that and she buys a 280 token as well. Now, if you see down here, it shows you exactly what you're getting and exactly how much it's going to cost. Now, let me make sure that we understand something here. Right here, it says $410. When you get to your invoice, which we're going to now, when you get to your invoice, now you're going to choose your method of paying. You can, if you had funds in your account, you can use Co-op Wallet to pay for those tokens, and I'll show you that in a moment. You can use cryptocurrency, and if you use cryptocurrency, it's real easy. The only thing, if you're using cryptocurrency to pay, the only thing that you need to do is you want to choose which cryptocurrency you want to pay using. Now, we recommend using USDT because USDT has, reasonable fees. It activates quickly and you have less fees. So if you're using, but if you want, you can use BTC. Now, as you see, when you use BTC, the amounts change because the transaction is more expensive when using BTC because they have, their mining costs are more than the mining costs for Ethereum. So many people are probably not going to want to use that. You can also use USDC. And again, you'll see that those mining costs change, so it costs you less money, right? Now, if you look right here, it says that there's a safety surplus. Folks, it's so important that you tell your people what that safety surplus is. That safety surplus is not a fee that you're paying to the company. That safety surplus is in the event that the cryptocurrency company that you use has a charge of more than $20, or $20 or less. It means you're covered, and you're going to get your 3 Co-op 28 tokens. You're going to get your Co-op 28 token, and you're going to get your 3 Co-op NFTs. If the amount, if we don't have that safety surplus on there, and that third party charges $10, it means that you're not going to get everything that's on that invoice. So here's what else happens. If that safety surplus, if the company that you're buying the cryptocurrency from only has a $2 additional fee, then $18 of that $20 ends up in your wallet. It's your money. And you can withdraw that money if you choose, or you can use it for future purposes. All right. So that's why there's a safety surplus on this. And you're going to see exactly what I mean in just a moment. Now, if you're using cryptocurrency and you're using a phone, dude, it takes seconds. You open up, you go to the cryptocurrency provider, Trust Wallet, Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, crypto.com, whatever it is you're using, and you just point your phone at the QR code right there. And within minutes, your transaction is completed and you're active. So let's do this one more time, because it's so fascinating how this works, right? So I'm going to join. I want to activate my account. So it brings this back up again. I choose what it is that I want to purchase. It tells me what I'm buying down here. I click continue. I say I'm going to pay by cryptocurrency. I open up my wallet. I point it at the QR code. Boom, I'm now in. Now, let's show what happens if, let me go back over. Now let's show what happens if I want to use a credit card. Because using a credit card is not that much more difficult than if you were using a credit card buying something online from your favorite store. There's really only 2 things that are different, and I'm going to show you that right now. So I've decided that I'm going to buy the Co-op 28, and I'm going to get my 3 tokens. I've also decided that I'm going to buy my 3 Co-op NFTs because I have to as a brand new member, and I'm going to get into the Co-op 280. So now, instead of using a cryptocurrency, I'm going to use a credit card. So it gets a little more tricky, but as I said, it's only 2 more steps. So number 1, you want to remember how much your transaction is going to cost. So in this particular case, it's $413.11. You also want to copy this address, because this is what you're going to buy. Now, the second thing that you want to make sure is that you're buying cryptocurrency and you're buying USDC on the ERC20 exchange. All right. Now watch what happens, because it's not that difficult. Watch what happens. So now I say, got it. I click continue. Now it takes me over to the page where I can use my cryptocurrency, so where I can use my credit card to buy. So the first thing you want to do is, this was $413.11. So I'm buying $413.11. I'm also using US currency. So even though I'm here in Canada, I'm paying in US dollars. So if you're using a credit card, as you guys probably already know, it doesn't matter whether you're using a card from Taiwan, Texas, Timbuktu, or Toronto, you're going to be paying with USDC, with US dollars. However, you do have to choose the country that you are buying, that you're making your purchase from. Because if you don't choose the country that you're making the purchase from, it's going to give you wrong options and it may not work. Now, I'm not buying BTC, I'm using USDC on the ERC20 chain. So I put in USDC. So this is what you need to do. It's not that difficult. And if you need to go back because you forgot something, go back, right? So now you click compare. Now in Canada, this is all the options that I have to use to buy $413.11 in USDC on the ERC20 exchange. So I would choose one of these, right? So now check this out. You're buying $413. Here's the importance of that safety surplus. You see, if we didn't have the safety surplus, this particular company, CoinFi, charges $10. So if we didn't have that safety surplus, you would not get the tokens that you're trying to buy. But because it has a safety surplus, we've added that safety surplus of $20, you're going to get the tokens that you wanted to buy. Now you're also, because it's only charging $10 more, so you're also going to get an additional $10 in your wallet. So no one's keeping the money, it's your money. So you would notice that $10 in your wallet. Now, if you look a little farther down, this one's $397 and so on and so forth. And as you go down to here, if you were using MoonPay, for example, it's going to cost you $23, right? You need to buy $413 worth of the cryptocurrency. Down here, it's saying that it's $390. You're only going to receive $390. So that's outside of the range of the $20 safety surplus that we were charging. So should that happen, it's no big deal. Just go back over here. No, sorry, go back over here. Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? I did it earlier today. Yeah, I think it's here. No. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? You got to go back. All right. So, so you go back over here. You once again put in your instead of putting in 413, put in 423 US dollars. Now you got to change this once again. Put Canada in there. Now, obviously, if you're using one that it gives you enough, you don't have to go through this again, right? Go to USDC, you got your USDC, and now you go compare and buy your prices. So now you're buying 423, and if you want to use MoonPay, you're still getting enough to buy the tokens that you want. So now let's just click on this. So I'm going to say, let's get this deal. Click this. Now it's asking you for the wallet address, right? So your wallet address is this address right here. So just copy that address, right? You go back over here, you put the wallet address in here, finish the transaction. And now this is where it gets to be the exact same as any other credit card that you're going to use, right? Because when you click on that, okay, so you wouldn't use this one because this one has a minimum buy, right? So now you just go back because that one, and this is what you're going to find is that some of them have a different minimum buy. So you need to go back and choose one of the ones. Things making me look bad. So we're going to use 423 USD. Go back over here. This is interesting because I didn't know that some of these have have minimum buys. Some of them have, you know, and that particular one, you got to buy at least $554 or whatever it was. Go here, click on confirm. And now I'm not going to use Coinify because I already know that that's got a minimum buy. So I'm going to use Simplex. Now I'm going to put the wallet address in there again. And any second now. Stop being very nice to me today. All right, well, I'm not going to stay on this beat right now. It could be my computer because maybe I've got a bad connection. But it's not a very difficult task to buy using a credit card. And should something like that happen, don't stress yourself. Because even if you have to try 2 or 3 or 4 times, you only have to do it once. Because once you're in, you're in. So even if you have to do it 3 or 4 times, don't stress it because you want to get in and you want to get in as quickly as possible. So once you've got your credit cards, once you've used your credit cards, boom, you're in. Something different is going to show here. I'm going to go back to my co-op free dashboard. And right now, as you see, I'm still not an active participant and I can't go to register here yet. So now I'm going to do something completely different. All right. Now I'm going to show you how you can pay for a friend using your co-op wallet or using your co-op tokens. And this is like super, super cool, right? So right now I want to pay for Aisha. And as you can see, Aisha right now, she goes to click on co-op 28. She can't because she's not a paid member. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. I'm going to have to log out here and log back in under myself. And I'm going log in. That's the one I want. Sign in. Boom. Now I'm in. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to go over here. So take a look at this. So right now I'm actually going to pay for Aisha. All right. And how I pay, and because I'm going to pay for her, I'm actually going to receive real money. So right now I only got $1.75 there. So now I'm going to go to my team because I want to know what Aisha's donor key is. So I go over here, I go free, I hit this button, I hit it again, and there I find there's Aisha. So now I copy her donor key. Then I go co-op tokens. I'm not going to buy tokens. I'm not, we'll get to that part in a minute. Now I'm going to pay for Aisha. And to activate a person, you can't activate a person with 1 token. So when Aisha decides she's going to join us, she needs 3 tokens to join us. So I am going to, Aisha just sent me $120 in e-payment or Cash App or PayPal. So now I'm going to use my 3 tokens and I'm going to activate Aisha. So I'm going to use 3 tokens and I'm now going to send 3 tokens to Aisha. And this happens so fast. Now, as soon as I pay for Aisha, which just happened, as you see, it takes just a few seconds, several things happen. 1, I make money. Going back to my co-op 20, see, just like that. Now I just made real money because I've activated Aisha. Now watch this. I'm going to log out and I'm going to go back to Aisha's dashboard. As you remember, right, Aisha only had these three people in here. and she wasn't a paid member. But we're going to log out. I'm going to log back in. And that's not the right one. So I need to go back over here. And I've logged out. So that's not going to be a good thing. It means it's going to tell me to. Yep. So I'm going to get Aisha's, to log back in, I need to have the right email address. So let me go back over here. Free. No, paid. Yeah, free. No, paid. There we go. So there's the right email address. So I'm going to log back in over here. I'm going to use the right email address. I'm going to put in the right password. I'm going to click that. Now I'm logging back in under Aisha's password. So as you see, it's not asking me to pay anymore because now Aisha is a paid member. Aisha is now a paid member. So now she's got her co-op 28 and she's got her co-op free. And if we go back over here once again, this is now, I'm going to go to her co-op free because I'm going to show you something else. This is such a cool system and it works so fast, right? So I'm in Aisha's co-op free. It shows you how much she's got going on here. I'm going to go to her team and her co-op free. We've got a few friends, right? Actually, go over here. We've got a few friends. So now I'm going back to her dashboard. Aisha now invited 3 friends. She hasn't made any money yet because her 3 friends are free. Now I'm going to do something else. I'm going to do something different. Now I'm going to show you how you can activate a member for somebody else. As you see here in Aisha's dashboard, she got no money because she hasn't invited anybody yet. I'm going to log out here and I'm going to log back in under myself. And as you see, I already told you my income went up, but because Aisha is my friend, right, I'm going to help her to build her business. So now I'm going to show you how you can register somebody using your co-op wallet. So instead of sending tokens, I'm going to send somebody money. So I'm going to go to my co-op wallet and I'm going to do a member to member transfer. And as you see in co-op wallet, it is a secure wallet. It means that your money's safe. It means that if somebody gets your username and password, they can't steal your money. And in a moment, as you can see here, you know, I got almost $5,000 in my wallet. So I don't want somebody stealing that money. So I'm going to go back over here to co-op wallet, and I'm going to do a member-to-member transfer. So the first thing I need to do, and it's so simple. See, you use your phone again, right? It pops up the QR code. You find your Google Authenticator, and you press to scan. And look at that. Just like that, I can now, it takes like seconds, not even a second. Now I can enter in my authenticator code. And now I can send money to somebody else. So because Aisha's my friend, I'm going to send money to one of her friends so her friend can join us. So I'm sending money to this person. This is one of Aisha's enrollees. And I'm going to send this person $500. All right. You might be wondering, why am I sending this person $500? You're going to see in a moment. So I'm sending this person $500. So check that out, just like that. And remember, this is on the demo server. So things aren't happening as fast as they would on the real server. So now I just sent that person $500. I go and I check my transactions. Here you see here, It shows me I sent that person $500. Now let me go back over to my Co-op 28 dashboard. Check that out. You see, I sent that person $500, and when I sent them the $500, boom, it automatically activated that person. And guess what? I made more money. Now, watch this. Now I'm going to log out. As you remember, this is Aisha's dashboard. She had no money. Now I'm going to log back in under Aisha. Log out. Log in. Use the password. And remember, I just paid for Aisha. And this person who just paid, they could be anywhere in the world. It could be a friend that you sent a registration, a registration link to last week. It could be a friend that you're talking to on the phone right now. As soon as somebody pays, look at that. Now Aisha made $875 in real money. And when she goes over here and she checks her cooperative, she's got this person as a paid person in her cooperative. And then if she goes back to the co-op free, she looks over here, she's got her co-op team. These are the people that she invited. And if you go over here and now you look at her tokens, remember, I sent Aisha 3 tokens, right? But because we help our friends with a gift, with a give it forward forever, Aisha actually has 4 tokens. How cool is that, right? Aisha now has 4 tokens. And she's active, and it shows the token that she used to activate herself. Now, Aisha's good to go. We're all making money. I made money. Aisha made money. Everyone's making money. Everybody is happy. So, folks, let me just log out of here again, because I just wanted to show you how simple everything is. And now I'm going to log back in under my account. Log back in. Boom. All right, so now I'm back in my account, and if I go over here, and I'm not sure what this is going to show because it's so this is here's a cooperative. So let me go back over to a different one. All right, so actually let me go back over here. All right, so this one here. So this is my demo cooperative. So as you see, my first level is all filled here. My second level is all filled here. My third level is all filled here. And because Aisha lands on my 4th level, which I'm going to show you here. Let me see if I can find her. All right, so that's not working because I'm on share screen. So I'm not seeing her. Why am I not seeing her here? There she. Oh, the reason why I'm not seeing her is because I am in my co-op free. I'm gonna go back over here, go to the cooperative. All right, so. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's not it. Anyways, I can't find it. So I'll skip that particular part right now. I'm going to go back over to my co-op free. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is, co-op free. So I'm back over here in my co-op free. And as you see, the income keeps going up because every time something happens, we receive more money. Now, let me see what else. Before I move on, Keith.
Yes, sir.
The things that I showed you how to register, do you think that helped you?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna
Every
stop
time
sharing my screen for a minute. I'm gonna go to the chats. And if you guys that are watching right now, you can check out the chats, and if that was helpful on how to register, put in yo so that we can see that this was helpful.
Using the free system is it's wonderful. It takes advantage of something that's just very powerful, and we get great response with it, folks. So get on with it. It's an excellent tool. I don't know anybody else who's using anything like it.
Great, thanks, Keith. All right, so I got a lot of yo's in there. Now, if there was something that you didn't find that was helpful, or if you don't understand, once I go through a couple of these other processes, just put in the questions in there, and we'll get your questions answered. So I'm going to go back over here, and I am going to share my screen again. So I'm sharing my screen again. So my screen is sharing. So I did a lot there, and we showed you how to register. We showed you how to register as a new person. Showed you how I can register somebody as, actually, I'm going to stop sharing my screen again. So I showed you how to register as a brand new person by going to CoopBusiness.com, using the link of the friend that sent you there. So it shows the the donor key and how simple that process is. I showed you how we can register somebody using the invite a friend feature, which is super cool. So we've done that so far. And I've got some notes here on all the other things that I wanted to show you. I also showed you how to pay, and hopefully you guys got that, because I kind of blended the registration and the pay all into one. So if you didn't get that, I will separate all of this and make individual videos to show them one by one so that you can get a complete understanding of it. So hopefully you guys understood how to register, how to pay, and you can see that it's not as difficult as you think it is. And obviously the best way to pay into Co-op Crowd is to first set up a third-party wallet, and that wallet can be, like I say, it can be Trust Wallet, which is super cool. It can be Kraken. It can be Coinbase, KuCoin. There's literally 1,000 different wallets out there that you can join to buy cryptocurrency, and there's lots of wallets out there that you can join and use a credit card, right? So those are the ways that you can join. If you've already got a third-party wallet, awesome. It takes literally seconds to get yourself registered, get into the system. If you're using a credit card, it takes a little bit longer. And as you could see, even I went through some struggles there, but don't let that stop you from registering. Get yourself registered, because you're only going to go through that struggle once. And I've done it a lot of times. Oh, I know why it's not working. The reason why it's not working is because I'm trying to go to the invitee site, but I'm not going to the invitee site using CoopBusiness.com. That's why it wasn't working, and I should have remembered that. So otherwise, it's actually very smooth. The process is very smooth. So using a credit card is fairly easy. Using cryptocurrency is the easiest way. Now let's see what else I want to do. All right, so I'm going to share my screen once again. And folks, we got this 3-minute-a-day process. And in this 3-minute-a-day process, let me tell you, you can build your business in 3 minutes a day and set yourself up to raise all the funds that you want, so that you can make sure your monthly bills are covered, so that you can make sure that you don't have any more debts, and so that you can make sure that you have enough money to pay for your life and to pay for whatever businesses you want to get up. Because Co-op Business is all about helping you get your business going. It's not so much about getting the money so that you can just simply make money with Co-op Business. It's about getting the money so that you can get your businesses going. So now let me show you this 3 minutes a day, and it's going to freak you out. So let me share my screen once again. So I go over here, I'm sharing my screen, boom, I'm sharing it. Keith, I'm going to assume that the right screen is showing. I'm sharing my screen right now.
Yes, it is.
Great, thank you. All right, so right now I'm in my co-op free. So here's how the 3 minute a day process works. And when you do it, it is a beautiful thing. So I'm going to do it again. I'll put 3 names in there. Put an email address in there. And none of these emails are going to anybody, so it doesn't really matter. Copy that, put more names in there. Mike again. Put an email address in there. Phone number in there. So now, as you see how fast I put those names in there, it will take you a moment longer to put 3 names and 3 real phone numbers in there, because you're not just going to put random stuff. So the 3 minutes a day starts off like this. You put in 3 names, 3 email addresses, 3 phone numbers, and you click invite. And now a whole bunch of things happen when you click invite. Number 1, as you see, your income has gone up. And by the way, folks, in the few minutes that we've been talking, I've only had a few members join me and actually pay. Not very many members have actually joined and paid already. And in this half hour, actually, it's a little more than a half hour. In this time that we spent so far, I've already received $70. Because if you remember, it was at $668. Let me see if it was at 668 or not. Maybe it was at 668. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Whatever the number was, as you see, my income keeps going. Everything that I do, my income keeps going. Now, that's step 1 in your 3 minutes a day. Step 2 is to go over here and you want to share. Right? You want to share this on any of these social medias. And this will now allow me to share it on Facebook. Now, what's going to share on, and I get to put, like, I mean, if I want to say something different than what's in there, I can say, hello, folks. You know, I can even say that this share is for at a name. I can put Keith's name in there. I can put somebody else's name in there. So this share is for a particular person. And you see, it's got a quote in there: borrowing money is the same as stealing money from yourself. Don't borrow money, because all you're doing is putting yourself in debt. So now it's going to ask me which one of these Facebook feeds I want to share it on. So I'll share it over here. So now I'm going to post it. It's going to take a second. Oh no, hold on. Damn, I'm putting on, I might be putting it on both. So anyways, it seems that it's shared. I'm not sure which ones it's shared on, but let me go to Facebook over here. And I think it's going to log me into, yeah, it's logging me in there. That's good. And there it is. There it's shared right there. There it is, right? How long did it take you to share that on your Facebook page? And when that's shared on your Facebook page, you see these amounts here, and that amount right now is $8,351,117. Yours isn't going to be that high yet, because you're probably brand new and you haven't been working the system all that long. And by the way, that number that you see there, it's going to freak you out even more when I show you how many people it took to get to that amount. So it shares what's going on with your business. Now, when you share that today, the person's going to say, oh, what's David up to? And maybe even ignore it. But then you share it tomorrow, and the amount is going to be different. And they're going to say, what's David doing? Why does this amount keep changing? And you share it the next day and the next day and the next day. They're eventually going to do this. They're going to click on it and look right here. It takes it to your site. Folks, this is how you build your business in 3 minutes a day. Now I'm going back over here. So let me go back to my co-op free dashboard once again. And we got a few other tools in there, right? So another way that this can help you to build your business in 3 minutes a day, I'm going to go over here to my co-op free team, right? Now look here. I got 166 people. I've invited 166 people. All this stuff is all fake, but I've invited 166 people. Those 166 people that I invited, once we get started, because we haven't started yet, as you probably already know, once you get started, those 166 people are going to receive an email from Co-op Business with your link. So every time they're going to start receiving emails immediately, as soon as you put their names in there, and they're going to have a 7-email campaign, plus they're going to get emails letting them know when our live events are happening. So we're marketing to those people. And here's the thing. If you invite 3 friends a day, let me go back to it. If you invite 3 friends a day using this system, that's 90 people a month. We're sending emails to those 90 people a month. Do you not think that at least 3 of those people will join you? So that's why you want to use this. Not only do you want to use it because we're sending emails out to people, but it shows you your report card, and it shows you how your business can grow if you invite all your friends. So this system that we've got here, this marketing system that we've got here, and then you can also click on this so that you can send emails to your contacts. So 3 minutes a day, invite 3 friends or more, because you can invite more than 3 a day, and share your link on social media. Folks, we can all do that. And if you're sharing your link on social media, you know, maybe you got 100 friends, maybe you got 1,000 friends, maybe you got 5,000 friends on your Facebook page, maybe you got 10,000 friends on your Instagram page. All these people get to see that you're in business and have an opportunity to join you by simply clicking the link that you're giving to them. You're not talking to anybody. You're not sending them an email. You're not picking up the phone. You're not sending them a text message. You're not harassing them. It's just letting the system work for you. And it is awesome. So I've stopped sharing my screen again. We're not done yet. There's a couple of other things I want to talk to you about. Keith, what did you think of that?
I love it, David. I think it's an ingenious way of making people aware of what we're doing. Let's use the technology that's at hand. Let's take it to the world. It's true, you know, if you just talk to 1 or 2 or 3 people a day, just sending out a little bit of information, you start to build a network of people. And the old saying is, some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. And everyone needs one thing for sure, more now, I think, than ever, is more money. And, you know, everybody's hungry to find an answer. We have that answer, and it's not complicated, folks. It's very, very simple.
Can't get any easier than this, right? Like, no. You don't even have to talk to anybody to build your business.
No, this excites me too, because I sit here and I go, hey, you know, I need more people like everybody. And the biggest tool in the world is right there. It's the internet. And that's, for me, very exciting.
Great. Yeah. All right, guys. So I've got a couple other things that I want to share with you here, because I did tell you I'm going to share. I did. All right. So I'm going to now show you how to buy some tokens. So let me get to that. Going to share my screen with you once again. Buying tokens is so easy, right? So if you want to buy co-op tokens, you go to co-op tokens and you say buy tokens. So in this particular case, I want to buy, and because I am a paid member already, if I want to only buy one co-op token, I only need to buy one. And when you buy a token, you may or may not want to buy an NFT. So you can buy an NFT, you can buy tokens, you can buy your 280 token. So in this particular case, I'm going to buy a 280 token, and I'm going to buy 10 co-op 28 tokens. Oh, that's a 280 token, so I don't want to buy 10 of those ones. Oh yeah, I am yeah. So I'm going to buy 10 co-op 28 tokens. It tells you how much you're spending here, right? Now look at this. You see over here, if you buy 2 co-op NFTs, it costs you $20. But if you buy 3, it only costs you 15. So when you buy 3 or more, it's $5 per. If you buy 1 or you buy 2, it's $10 per. So obviously it's better to buy 3. So I'm buying 10 co-op 28 tokens for $280, 1 co-op 280 token for $280, and 3 co-op NFTs. So it tells me that the amount of money that it's going to cost is $680. So now I'm going to click continue. So now I have a choice here. I can pay by cryptocurrency, and I'm not going to click on that again because you saw how you can pay by cryptocurrency. I can pay using credit card, and I'm not going to show you that again because we already did that. But what you didn't see is how you can pay using Co-op Wallet. So let's say that you're now an active member in Co-op Business, and you've been active now for a week or 2, and you got $10,000 in your Co-op Wallet because you've received royalties because you've been busy with it. You've been helping a lot of teammates. So you got $10,000 in your Co-op Wallet. And right now I'm buying, I can't remember what it says, $508 or something like that worth of Co-op tokens. Because I have enough money in my wallet, I can now buy tokens. Now let me do something else because not everybody's going to buy that many tokens. So now let me go and I'm going to buy tokens again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy tokens because I want my friends to get busy with it, right? So let me click that, and I'm going to buy 12 tokens, right? And the reason why I'm going to buy 16 tokens, all right? The reason why I'm going to buy 16 tokens is because I'm going to help to register. Actually, I don't need to buy 16. I need to buy, no. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm going to buy 16 tokens, and I'm going to buy 3 co-op NFTs because I'm going to register 3 friends, right? I'm not going to buy any co-op 28 tokens. So to buy these tokens and to buy these 3 co-op NFTs, it's $480. Now I'm going to continue, and I'm going to use my wallet. It says I got money in there. And again, you know, you can't steal a person's money. So I got to, once again, use my 2-step authenticator because I don't want people taking my money. Now I just need to find which one I'm using. Here we go. And this 2-step number that's showing here, it's irrelevant because it's only good for me. Okay, so that's not the right one. Oh yeah, right. Okay. I forgot. This is a demo account, so I got to use the demo number 99123. So now the good thing is that these things only work when you put the right information in there. So now it's allowing me to use my Co-op wallet, and there's how much it's costing. And as you see here, it's not putting that safety surplus on there. So now I use my Co-op wallet. This might not work. Yeah, it did. Okay. So now I use my Co-op wallet. Now I bought those tokens. Now I go back to my tokens, and I've got a lot of tokens back here. So it's going to show you something. It's going to show you something different than what I just bought because I have a whole bunch of tokens. And because we're on the demo site, it's moving pretty slow. So now I've got all these tokens, right? So this is how many tokens I've got. How many have I got here? Look at that. I got 2,218 demo tokens to use. So I can do a lot of demonstrations. So I got all these tokens back there. And if I want to help a friend, I just go to assign tokens and I can assign 3 tokens. Or let's say it's Keith and I, we're working together and he says, hey, David, listen, can you just send me some tokens? I want to help friends. Can you send me 10 tokens? I'll send you the $280 using e-transfer. So Keith sends me $280. I send him 10 tokens, and now he goes and activates a few of his friends. So that's how you buy tokens using Co-op Wallet. And when you're using Co-op Wallet to buy tokens, it takes 1/10 of a second. On the live site, not on the demo site, on the live site, it takes 1/10 of a second. When you invite your friends, it takes 1/10 of a second. You see all these things. You remember earlier that I was saying that it's, what did I say? When I combine the words simple, simplicity, simple for you, complicated for us, because to put all these things into the system, it's a big deal. So it's simple for you to use because, as you see, it takes 1/10 of a second. It takes less than a minute to send somebody tokens so that they can share them with their friends, or so that they can share them with, so they can activate other people. Now let me go, Keith. Have I gone out through everything as far as? I think I've gone through everything. I've showed you how to assign tokens. I bought tokens. I showed you my tokens. Is there anything else I need to go over on the tokens?
I don't think so. I think we've got it pretty clear. It's pretty straightforward. If anybody has any questions, I'm sure they could post it.
Yeah, they'll post them. All right, so now let me show you the Co-op Wallet, because the Co-op Wallet is super cool. So let me go to the Co-op Wallet. So I'm going to go to my Co-op Wallet here. You go to your transactions, and your transactions are super cool. So look at this, folks. This Co-op Wallet is awesome. It shows you everything that you did. Remember, I used my Co-op Wallet and I bought a whole bunch of tokens. There they are, right? I used my Co-op Wallet, and it shows me everything that I bought using my Co-op Wallet. And if I go to the next page, then it shows me how I bought all these Co-op tokens. It also shows me that I did a transfer from my account to the other account. So the Co-op Wallet is very accurate. And by the way, folks, you see, when you register in Co-op Business, and it's not on here because this is a demo site, you know, when you join us in Co-op Business, we're giving you 500 Co-op bits for free. And right now, if I go to my Co-op bits, digital assets, Co-op bits, because this is a demo site, it's showing me that I have 0. But if it was brand new, it would show that you have your 500 Co-op bits. The current value of Co-op bits, because we're just getting started with everything, is 0.001. Co-op bits is our utility token that is attached to the co-op ecosystem, the overall co-op ecosystem. So it is possible and probable that as the co-op ecosystem continues to grow, we get more and more members, this number is going to change. So we got something really cool going on here. Now let me go back over to the co-op NFT. So folks, you see, this system, it's a bomb. Like, it is the bomb. So when you get a co-op NFT and we tell you that you get your co-op business, there it is, right? Your NFT is on the blockchain. And as your co-op business grows, as this amount over here continues to grow, so too does your business. And the value of your business continues to grow. So you can lend against the value of your business. You can borrow against the value of your business. You can sell your business. And because we got the co-op NFT, it shows a person that may want to buy your business or may want to lend against your business, or the money that you may want to lend out, it shows the value that you have there, right? So it's super, super cool. And what was I showing you? The co-op wallet. There's so much here to show you. So let me go back to the co-op wallet. All right, so I showed you how the transactions work. I showed, now let me do a member-to-member transfer. Let me do a member-to-member transfer. Let me do a member-to-member transfer. Oh no. So I got to put, so again, if you're going to send money, if you're going to use your wallet for any purpose, you need to authenticate the transaction, which is your security measures. So I got $3,000 there. I'm going to send $500 over to that account. Boom. Just like that. That person now has $500 in their account. That's how fast we send money back and forth to our teammates. That's how fast we use Co-op Wallet to buy tokens. Now, let me show. You got your balance. If you want to add funds, if you want to add funds, again, you use your two-step authentication. 650. Use your two-step authentication. And you say how much you want to load. Yeah, why can't I see this thing here? Hey, Keith. I need to use your wallet because I guess this is not working on the demo site. It's saying that I'm loading $650,419. I guess I put the wrong number in there.
Well, listen, if that's real funds, can you just send it to my account?
Right, because it's the amount. It was.
That's in your. It was
wallet. Asking for the amount, not the two-step authentication, because I'm buying, right? So if I want to buy it again, continue, I can use whatever method that I want.
Oh yeah.
That was funny.
I can
withdraw funds. So here, if you want to withdraw funds again, you got to use your authenticator. You can't take money out unless you use your authenticator. 280. So you got to use your two-step authenticator. It says you got $3,459 in there. Now you want to say what chain you're going to take it out on. And most people are using the Ethereum chain, which is the ERC20. By the way, folks, when you're paying in and when you're paying out, you got to make sure you're using the right chain, because you can use the ERC20. You can use well, this is both ERC20 for that, but you can also use, I guess that's kind of strange. I thought you could do the workout. So you put your wallet ID in there, which I'm not going to do because it'll probably come up, and you say how much you want to withdraw. So you want to withdraw $320. Put your wallet ID in there, you click send, and boom, the money is sent to your wallet, right? That's how easy it is to withdraw your funds. And this wallet ID that you're putting in there is a third-party wallet ID. So if you're using Coinbase, for example, you would put your USDC Coinbase account address in there, click submit, and the funds are withdrawn, you get your money. So this is how you use all of these great features on the co-op system and how you make it go. It's not that difficult. Now, I'm going to do all of these. Videos on an individual basis, and you're going to find that it's real easy when I do these videos on an individual basis, because it really is a simple system to use. So that's the presentation for today. That's how you use the system. Do we have many questions in there, Keith?
Yes, we do.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. 17 questions.
All right, well, listen, I need to get some more coffee, so hang tight for hang tight for 1 second.
You got it.
Entertainment, Pete.
Yeah, if you want me to sing, everybody will disappear in a matter of moments. Hey, folks, I hope you're all doing well out there, wherever you are. We're excited to have you aboard. And we're just getting started. It might seem a little complicated, but it's really not. And it's just like anything. The first time I ever opened up a bank account online, I kind of didn't know what to do. And after I did it, it was pretty simple. So it's just a matter of going through the process a few times, and I'm sure you'll find even your own answers, as I have many times, because even with me, David isn't always available to answer questions. So I'm in a learning process too, but we're very excited to bring this forward to you. So just hang in. I'm sure David will return after a fresh pot of coffee. We're still here, folks. We're just waiting for David to return.
All right.
And there he is, live and in person.
I had to grab a quick bite to eat as well, because I was very, very hungry. So I grabbed a quick bite. I got a quick drink, non-alcohol yet, but I grabbed a quick drink, got some water. By the way, folks, I'm going to do a little plug for Flow Water, best water that I've ever had, and I'm going to have my coffee. So let's go with some questions, Keith.
Okie dokie. Bob Dean asks, hi, my name is Bob Dean. Paul Angus is my mentor. My question is, when I pitch a prospect, I'm hit with, it's a pyramid. What's my answer? Thanks, Bob.
Well, for the most part, a person that asks that question, they're asking that question because they're trying to tell you no before you actually have a chance to pitch the person. Because if you reverse the question and you ask them what a pyramid is, they probably don't have an answer. So it's usually a person's way of saying, I don't want to join you. But the real answer is that we're not a pyramid. And there's several reasons why we're not a pyramid. Number one, the true definition of a pyramid, and almost every business in the world is actually the true definition of a pyramid. The definition of a pyramid, as the governments like to portray it, is that if Keith joins today, March 25th, is it 25th? Yeah, if Keith joins today, March 25th, and he invites Dave Mann to join tomorrow, and no matter what David does, no matter how big he grows his business, Keith always gets more money. That's the definition of a pyramid, meaning that everybody doesn't have an equal chance, because Keith will always make more than Dave because he got in earlier. That is not what we are. There are people who can receive more money in co-op business than I can, even though I'm the first person in. So we are not a pyramid for those reasons. The other thing is that if you were to take, for example, this water here, right? If you were to, I almost poured it on myself. If you take this water, for example, that water is $3.50. But if you use that water and you try to sell that water for $100, knowing that the real value of that is $3.50, and you try and sell that water for $100 just so you can call yourself a company, that's part of a pyramid scheme as well. So we're not a pyramid in any way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, we're not even multi-level marketing. We're the cooperative income systems, which is a new way, and a new 21st century way of generating an income using a person-to-person model. We are the cooperative income systems. I'm not going to get more into that right now. We'll do that at another time, but we're not a pyramid. Was it Dave that asked that question? Who was that, Keith?
Was it Dean?
Dean, okay, yeah, we're not a pyramid.
Bob Dean. Okay, so a question from David. Pardon me if I don't pronounce his last name correctly.
Just say the first name. You don't need to say the last name.
Yeah, okay, Dave. If I'm a free account, not funded, can I change my sponsor? And if yes, how do I do it?
Yeah. And that, by the way, that's a great question. Who asked that, Keith?
David Barheit, I believe.
Okay, remember, just use first names.
Okay.
So that's a fantastic question, David. And there's lots of reasons why. So the short answer is, if you're a free member, you're still a free agent, meaning that you can register with whoever you want. If you registered with me today, but then your buddy Keith calls you tomorrow, if you register with me today, but you haven't paid, but then today, tomorrow your buddy Keith calls you, and because you and Keith are buddies and you want to work with Keith, just go through the registration process all over again. You don't have to do anything. Just put your name, your email address, and it'll automatically move you over to Keith as your new enroller. So that's how you can do it. The other reason that we allow people who are free members to be free agents, which it just makes sense anyways, you haven't registered yet, so you're a free agent, is because maybe I invited Dave using my enroll a friend feature, but Dave doesn't want to join me, he wants to join Keith. So as long as you are a free member, you haven't paid yet, you are a free agent and free to register with that email address with whomever you want.
Joe asks, hi, I wish to see how to make payments to be a member because I made one, screen's moving, because I made one payment using crypto, and the mistake I made was I made two payments equally 141. Now I'm not sure if that was recorded or not.
All right, well, that's not something I can help you with right here, but I can help you to figure out if one or both of those payments went through. Log into your dashboard, and when you're on your dashboard, go to Co-op Wallet and then click on your invoices. You'll see the invoices there. The invoices, if they're in red, then it means they haven't been funded yet. If they aren't in red, then click on it and it'll tell you how those funds have been moved. And if they're both on, if both of them were used, which I don't know whether they were or not, but if both of them were used, then you will have those funds and or tokens in your dashboard. But the best way to check to see if your invoice was actually paid is as soon as you log in. And when you log in, if it's still asking you to pay, then those invoices haven't been funded yet.
Okay, so anonymous.
And by the way, let me just say something else too, right? So that everybody understands that, because this is the very first time that you're doing this, there is a possibility that, you might do it wrong the first time. And don't feel bad if you do it wrong the first time. I did. And I built the system. Well, my guys built the system. So there's a possibility that you might do it wrong the first time. Get frustrated if you want, but don't quit. And if you did, just do it again, right? Because sometimes people, instead of making sure that it's going to USDT on the ERC20, then they log into their payment method, and instead of using USDT on the ERC20 method, they use USDT on the TRC20 method. So you got to make sure that you're using the proper wallets and the proper matches to make sure that you get funded on the proper blockchain. Another thing that happens is sometimes people don't put the right amounts in there. So it doesn't get funded. So there's some reasons why it doesn't get funded, but don't let it slow you down. Don't let it stop you or prevent you from registering. Just remember that, you know, you're doing something new for the very first time. So it might take once or twice to do it.
Anonymous asks, so when you come on board, you are actually not buying a membership. You are in fact buying 3 tokens to give to 3 friends? ? Is that correct? ?
No, you're getting access to your business, right? When you register, you're getting access to your business. You're becoming a business owner, and you get actually, as a matter of fact, you know what? So I'm glad that Anonymous asked that question. I'm going to share my screen once again. What is that? All right, is my screen sharing, Keith?
Yes, it is.
All right, so, and by the way, this is not 100% ready yet, but it's going to be ready soon. So to continue asking the question, you're buying a business, right? You're getting into business for yourself. Those 3 tokens that you buy, they can be used by you, or you can use them to help others get started. If you don't use it for the pay it forward method, if you don't register anybody, you know, it's $1 a day to stay in co-op business. So when you get those 3 tokens, you're actually getting 4 tokens, because the person who invited you, you're getting that give it forward token from the person that invited you. So you're getting 4 tokens. Each has 28 days to keep you in business. So you're actually, if you did nothing, you're in business for 112 days. And your task is to invite friends to join your business. But if all you want to do is get in business for yourself, and you know, get your business on the blockchain, then that's what you do. But not only do you get those tokens, and each one of those tokens gets you 28 days in business, you're going to get the Entrepreneurial Mastery course. This course that we provide you with is one of the best educational courses that you can get anywhere on the planet. And I'm going to show you a couple of the lessons. It's not all online yet, and as you know, we haven't quite launched yet. So it's not. But even though we haven't launched, people are registering, people are getting paid, people are building their team, people are setting up their foundation. So let me go to Co-op Business over here. It might have logged me out, but we'll see in a moment. Where did it go? I think I got to log back in. All right, well, anyways. What are you seeing now on my screen, Keith?
Right now,
Are you seeing Entrepreneurial Mastery?
Just a second, I got to move my screen. Hang on. Sorry. Yeah, Entrepreneurial Mastery.
All right, cool. All right, folks. I'll show you how you get. Well, you can't get to it right now, but the Entrepreneurial Mastery course is a real. And when we launch this, I'm going to share a few other things to let you know how valid and how real this Entrepreneurial Mastery course really is. It is a definitive 52-week blueprint to build and scale your business dreams. And let me say that again, build and scale your business dreams, right? Not just somebody else's dreams, but your dreams. So this is just the introduction to entrepreneurship. And this is what you get in lesson 1. And remember, there's 52 lessons. This is just lesson 1. So you got the introduction to entrepreneurship, lesson 1, understanding the importance of purpose and vision, right? You want to know why you're getting into business, and you want to know where you're going with this business. So it's understanding your purpose and your vision, because that helps to set course for how your business is going to grow and what you're going to do with it. Most people just say, okay, I'm going to open up a store. So they open up a store, but they don't know what they're doing. They just open up the store, they put some goods and services in there, and they hope it works. This course This course gives you the education that you need so that when you open up a business, you know what to do. You know how to look for the mistakes. You know how to read your financial statements. You know how to grow your business properly. So as we embark on the 52-week journey towards developing an entrepreneurial mindset and creating a successful business, it's important to understand what entrepreneurship truly means. And then it continues on. Like, this is a big lesson. Summary of where you are in your 52-week program. So this is a summary of what the first lesson is all about. In the next lesson, this summary is going to give you a summary of what has happened in your first lesson and what you should expect in your second lesson. This one here gives you a summary of this week's lesson. So it's going to break it down for you so that you understand what you're about to embark on. So definition of 5 key terms you'll learn this week, right? So it gives you these 5 key terms. And then it talks about cultivating the entrepreneurial mindset. Then as we continue through this is a masterpiece, folks. You got your advanced learning. We've got articles in here. So when we make references here, when we say that poverty there's 60% of the people are in poverty, we give you a reference as to where that came from, right? So it gives you the references. Then after you've done lesson 1, you answer these 5 questions so that you make sure that what it is that you're studying, you actually understand how to prepare for, and this, how to prepare for next week's lesson. So it gives you an idea of what you should be preparing for the next lesson. Additional resources, your assignment. Folks, this is a masterpiece. And this is the entrepreneurial mastery. And each week you get something different, right? Each week you get something different. Now let me go back over to my co-op site over here. Log out. Log back in. I don't even know where everything is. So look, right? So here's your lessons. If you load, you can load, as you can see, this has got not real stuff here yet because we're still putting it onto the site, but you can load more lessons and it shows you everything that's going on, right? You got your social share over here. That's not the one that I want. Let me go back over here. Where am I? Let me go back over here. Look at this. This is a challenge we got coming up too. We got an awesome challenge that we're getting ready to share with you guys. You are going to love this challenge that we're getting ready to share with you. So, Anonymous, thank you for bringing that up because I forgot to show the people some of the great things that they're getting. Look at that course that you're getting. When you get that entrepreneurial mastery course, $10 a day? What? This course, you might pay $100,000 for this type of education. Actually, it's not that you might pay $100,000. If you went to a regular school and got this course, you would pay in excess of $100,000 for the same course that we're going to give you here. But it's a better course because it's so well-rounded. So you get that entrepreneurial mastery course, and folks, it's going to be the lesson that you need to propel yourself in any business, whether you're a shoemaker, whether you are an inventor, whether you are a homemaker, whatever the business is, you are going to be so well prepared to run that business that it's going to blow your mind. So not only do we help you to, get the money for that, you get that entrepreneurial business course, that entrepreneurial mastery course, and it is phenomenal. And by the way, you can't buy this course anywhere else. We built it, we made it, we created it using our scholars to create this specifically for you. What's next, Keith?
Let's see, we have 23 more questions. So we have
23 more, eh? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll be done sometime. Bob Dean asks, what about a debit card?
Soon come. We don't have it yet, but we're working on it.
Okay, Anonymous again asks, Dave gave a token to Aisha. However, he said that Aisha sent him $120. So in fact, he did not give her anything. She bought 3 tokens for her own money. Isn't that correct?
I'm not sure what that question's supposed to mean, but the answer to the question is Aisha didn't want to use the wallet, so she sent me $120 and I sent her the 3 tokens. So that so she paid to get into the business. I don't recommend that you allow anybody, like if somebody wants to join you, have them put some skin in the game. So Aisha sent me the $120 so she didn't have to use the pay through the wallet, and I sent her the 3 tokens, and then she ended up getting a 4th token because she got the pay it forward token. Next question.
Okay. We activated, Evergreen says, we activated my second line on 28. The payment was received, but she's not activated, and so she's not appearing on her sponsor Cooperative, and is also not appearing on mine.
Well, it means that she probably it means that her invoice didn't get funded yet. So check to make sure that the invoice got funded. And I'm going to share my screen once again. I'm going to share my screen once again. And I'm going to go back to my co-op 28. So back here on my co-op 28, as I'm sharing my screen, sometimes when a friend activates, you don't know where to go. You don't know whether they're active or not. The first thing that you're going to see, if somebody paid and they joined your team, your first level, your second level, your third level, whatever it might be, you're going to see that your income went up, right? Because your income instantaneously goes up whenever somebody pays, whether you personally invited them or they are part of your 10-generation cooperative. When somebody pays, you're going to show your income is going to go up, and that happens instantaneously. So if you can't find somebody, you might want to go to co-op team. And when you go to co-op team, remember in your co-op team, you only see the people that you personally invited. So go to your co-op team. And when you go to your co-op team, over here, it tells you who's active and who's not, and how many people certain people have invited, right? So that's how your co-op team works. And if you go, that's the wrong one, to your cooperative, you'll see them in your cooperative. And then if they haven't paid yet, then you go to your co-op free and you can go to your co-op team. And this will tell you all the people who are in there. So how to tell whether a person's actually paid or not is by checking to make sure that your income went up, because if your income went up, then you know that they paid. If your income hasn't gone up, it means that their invoice hasn't gone through yet. The other thing that I wanted to show you there, and I don't know whether I have any invoices or not. So if you go to Co-op Wallet, right? So you go to your invoices. You see, I've been playing around here. So I got all these invoices that haven't been paid. If your invoice is showing red like this, it means it hasn't been paid. So it means to click on it and find out why it hasn't been paid. So it's showing you what you were buying, right? Because remember, when I tried to purchase, right? So it shows me what I'm buying, but I didn't pay it yet. So now it's telling me to pay, right? So as long as that invoice is red, it means that it's not paid yet. All right, what's the next one, Keith?
Okay, when will the social media feature be active?
Pretty soon, and I'm speaking with my lawyers right now, and right now my lawyers are telling me that I may not be able to use the income, even though it's the free income, I may not be able to use that. So I might have to use something different. So just talking with the lawyers to figure out what I can share and not get in trouble, and what I can't share, or what I can't share and what I can share. So it's going to be a few more days, a minimum, a few more days, maybe a week or so before that feature is live.
And person asked, so does everyone get 500 co-op bits when they come on board? Question mark. And one day those 500 co-op bits might be worth something. Is that correct?
Correct. Well, actually, as soon as they're already worth something. So as soon as somebody pays, they automatically get those 500 co-op bits. And the co-op bits is our answer to Ethereum or Tron. It's our ecosystem utility token.
Okay, just a second, trying to find more questions here. There's a very long question here.
Well, read it through, and don't just read it through and then while we're talking, read it through and make sure it makes sense first. Actually, go to the shorter questions right now.
Yeah. Are we able to convert our money within co-op business platform and send directly to our bank?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Soon come.
Marcia asks, I have gotten the statement incorrect because I did not memorize it, but I took a look to see what okay, that's not even a question.
Okay, Keith, read the questions before you read them to me. Don't read them out loud online here.
Yeah, sorry, David. Dave asks, emails registered in the 3 a day during co-op crowd, did they receive emails inviting them to join? Okay. So after,
and by the way, it's important because you were building your business. If you were in co-op crowd previously, now you're in co-op business. So you were building that business. So that business has followed you over. So if you had 100 people that you had invited there, they're also part of your team now in co-op business.
Carrie asked, so if after 28 days have passed, does this mean we start over and require to get 3 more people to activate another 28 days?
Excellent question. And here's the beautiful thing about the way we do things. The quick answer is no. Once you have your 3 who have 3 and they're active, there's nothing more for you to do unless you want to. And the reason why I love that particular question is we've all been in one business or another. Some of us have actually started our own brick and mortar type business. You know how difficult that is. And if you make a sale once, you got to keep making the sale to keep getting paid, right? And it's the same. Many of us have been in different various home-based businesses. And in various home-based businesses, they have all of these different levels of achievement. Some of them have as many as 32 levels of achievement. And they've been in business for 70, 80 years, and no one has ever reached that highest level. In co-op business, when you have 3 who have 3, you're now at the highest level of receiving. And everybody should be able to get to that highest level and receive the maximum amount of royalties on a continuous basis. So the answer again is no. Once you have your 3, as long as they're active, and they have their 3, you're good to go. You can start receiving your POP income, which is a predictable, ongoing passive income.
Catherine asks, the 3-minute-a-day invite did not send out the email to my invitees. It wasn't in spam either. What's the solution to this problem? Would it be better that I just
another great question? So no, you want to keep putting inviting your friends right now for several reasons. One, the emails are not going out yet. They will be, because right now we're in, I don't like to call it a pre-launch. I hate when people call it a pre-launch because we're not in pre-launch. We're way beyond pre-launch. And most companies that are in pre-launch, you don't get paid. So in the stage that we're at right now, you're building, which is the early adopter stage, is giving you a chance to build your team, create your foundation, and start creating a really great team and a really great POP income for yourself. So the stage we're at right now, we're not sending out emails, but all the names that you put in there at this very minute, right now, they're being stored. They're being stored under you. And once we start sending out the emails, all of those people will start getting the emails that we're sending out, the emails of when we're having live events like this particular event right now. And those people that are free will also be part of our campaign, because we've got a series of 7 emails that we'll send out to those people that are part of the free system. So you want to keep building that free system right now. And the other thing is that when you use those three names right now, if I put Keith's name in there and it sets up a free account, you want to call that person. So I'm going to call Keith and say, hey, listen, we're in the early stages, the early adopter stages of this great business called CoopBusiness. I was able to set up a free account for you. Here's how you can join. Go to CoopBusiness, use your email address in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let me show you how this business works right now in the early adopter phase before we go to the rest of the world. So now Keith can start building his team now. So, take advantage of this state that we're in right now, and don't go slow. Don't sit there and say, well, I'm going to wait till it's ready. No, go right now, because everything about the system works. The only thing that we're still working on, it's just the aesthetics. How we're going to display the entrepreneurial mastery course, how we're going to display the content, the contests, like the challenges and stuff like that. So everything about the actual system works. It's just the text, the written text that we're still working on.
Anonymous asks, how would this work in a third world country?
The same way it works in a first world country. And I don't believe in third world countries. Some people I've been to some of the places, and I won't name names, but I've been to some of the places that people call a third world country. I get there and I'm surprised. They got cities as big as they have in Toronto. So there's no such thing as a third world country, in my opinion. Doesn't matter where you are. There's at least 205 countries on this planet. If you live in one of those 205 countries that are on this planet and you have internet access, you can join CoopBusiness.
Very good. Very true. This is a good question. Will certification be
given? The other ones weren't?
They're all great. Will certification be given after completing entrepreneurial classes?
Oh my gosh. If I'm not going to answer that right now, but I got something special for you. So hang tight. Listen, there's something very, very special is going to happen with that.
Okay. Catherine asks, where is the image you shared for posting on social media located? I don't see it in the back office.
Yeah, it's not live yet, Catherine. So it will be soon, but it's not live yet.
Terry asks, within the system, and we're searching for someone to see if they're registered, is there a search bar to look them up?
Yeah. When you go to, now I know there was in the other businesses that I've set up. Let me just check it out. Let me go to my team. Yeah. When you log in and you go to your co-op team, you can do a search and you can put the person's name in there, as long as you spell it right, and then search. And because I spelled the name wrong, it's not bringing it up. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, the search is there. So you can just, let me show you. I'm not, am I sharing my screen right now, Keith?
No.
Okay, let me share my screen. So here I am.
There you are.
I put the name in there, and there it is. So whatever name you're looking for, just put it in there and it'll bring it up.
Next question.
Next one. Thank you very much for your question. By the way, most of these questions are really, really great questions. And, like that last one, for example, some of these questions are making me think as well, because like we've got so much stuff in here, like we keep putting more and more and more and more stuff in here all the time that even I forget all of the things that we have in the system. So I love the questions.
Carl asks, will it be possible to get spillover even if you don't have your 3?
Yeah, it's possible to get spillover spillover on day one. Let me get my iPad. I love this question as well. So, I'm going to take a little moment here to answer that question, because, spillover doesn't happen in most businesses. Spillover for, we've heard of spillover, we've heard help from above, help from below. For most businesses, it's like the Sasquatch. It's like Bigfoot. You hear about it, but you never, ever see it. In co-op business, it happens all the time. So we have help from above and we have help from below. And here's how that happens. So right now we're going to say that that's Keith. And in this particular case, we're going to say that Keith is a stud as far as marketing goes. So Keith now invites you. So you're number one, right? And because Keith knows a whole bunch of people, he's going to invite 5 people. So now Keith has invited 5 people. And as you see, if this is you right here, number 4 ends up going under you. When number 4 goes under you, you get money. You make money from this because you can only have 3 people across the top. When it gets to the second level, then it starts filling in a staggered fill. That's why number 5 is under number 2. So number 2 now receives money as well, and they haven't done anything. Now, if number 4 goes out and invites somebody, number 4 receives a royalty, this person receives a royalty, and this person receives a royalty. So you see, we receive an income, a pop income from things that we didn't do. And I didn't talk about this part yet because, I wanted to show you how the tools work, but everybody has their own individual cooperative. But even though you have your own, like when Keith registers, he's got a 3x10 cooperative. When I register, I got a 3x10 cooperative. But Keith can be in my 3x10 cooperative, and I can help Keith, right? So everyone's got a 3x10 cooperative, and in a 3x10 cooperative, it's 3x10. Your first level has 3 people on it. It cannot have 4 people on it. Your 10th level has 59,049 people on it. It can't have 59,050 people on it because it's finished, right? Once the amount of people are done, then it has to go down to the next level. So 3 on the first level, 9 on the second, 27, 81, 243, and so on and so forth, all the way through. So when your first level of 3 is finished, like what happens right there, then the next people have to go there. And the other thing is that if you have got help from above, all right, so now this person here hasn't done anything yet, but they already have 2 people under them. When this person registers somebody, it goes right there. So it goes in the first open position in that particular person's cooperative. Now, you have a total of 10 income stages in your cooperative. Let me tell you how this compounds and how this system is the greatest system ever created, and how this system is so different than every other system that's out there. There's something out there right now that's catching some fire, and I look at it, I almost choke because it's so bad. They're calling themselves a matrix, right? Let me just clear this. But they're not, because they all have individual legs. So if this leg is all the way down here, and this leg is all the way up here, here, and this leg is all the way up here, you don't make any money. This is called the trinary. It's not a matrix, it's called the trinary. In our system, in this 3x10, wherever somebody lands in that 3x10, you get paid. It doesn't have to be equal on this side or equal on this side. You receive money. And when you have 3, then it shifts over to the second. When you have 3 and you bring somebody else in, it shifts over to the second level. The other thing is that the 3 people that you invite, they don't have to go on your first 3 positions, because you might have received some help from above, and maybe your first 2 levels are complete. That means that person that you've invited now, they're going to end up on your 3rd level. And as you continue to grow your business, even though you've already got your 3, you might want to invite more. So as you continue to grow your business, if 5 levels are completely filled, that next person that you invite is going to land on your 6th level. And when that person lands on your 6th level, everyone in between you and them receives money from your efforts. So this is why I say we are a cooperative, and everything that we do, we are doing as a team. And when I invite somebody new, or when Keith invites somebody new, or when Mary invites somebody new, that is helping 10 other businesses receive money. 10 other businesses receive money when I invite somebody new. And here's something else. When that person renews, 10 people are getting helped again. So every time there's a payment, 10 people can be helped and receive a payment. So this is the greatest system that you've ever seen. And I was looking at a couple of businesses, because, you know, businesses come and go all the time. This is the greatest system ever. 3 who get 3, and you're at the top level. There was this other business I was looking at. You got to have 10 people to get, you know, to receive on like 3 levels or something. You got to have 50 people to receive on, and you got to have 10 people to receive on this other level. It's just ridiculous. Some people struggle to find 3. Imagine if you had to find 10 or 100, like one of these other businesses that I was looking at. It's just ridiculous. We want you to win. We want you to create an income, and we've made the bar as low as possible to help you to do so. And not only have we made the bar as low as possible to help you to do so, we are providing you with team support. Now, there's no guarantee that you're going to receive help from above. And by the way, you don't want help from above, because if you want help from above, you're generally not doing anything. If you're busy, then you're building your team, and you're not getting help from above because you're building your team. If you're brand new and you're with a stud and they're built, or a studette, and they're building their team, then you can get help from above, and it's great. But for the most part, you know, you're building your team, and it's working. And then you get help from below. And all of the people that are in your cooperative, you know, when you have 3 who have 3, you're receiving maximum amount from over 88,000 people. That's enough to wake up your dreams. And by the way, you can get your cooperative, your 10-level cooperative, filled in days or weeks. It's up to you. What's the next question, Keith?
Andy says, co-op wallet balance is negative. Why would this be, as I have my 3?
That's awesome. I love that. I love that question. And it's going to freak you out. So, wow, this is another one of the things that I did to help you grow your business. I want you to imagine that you've now just opened up a restaurant. And you opened up this restaurant on a very busy street. And when you opened up the restaurant, you spent all your money. You spent all your money on decorations, on furnishings, and to buy food for the first few days to feed your customers when they come in. And your wallet is empty. So the only way that you can continue to grow your business is if people are paying cash. Because people that are paying credit card, it might take you 2 or 3 days, maybe even a week before you get that cash. So you buy enough food for 100 meals. People love your spaghetti dinner. So that spaghetti dinner, you thought that you had enough to last you for a week until your credit card payments came in. But everyone loved it, so they ate all of it in one day. Now you got no more food to give to the person on the second day, to your new customers on the second day. So you go to your suppliers, you go down to your local grocery store, right? You just started your business, so they don't know who you are, but you go down to your local grocery store and you say, hey, listen, I just started a business down the street. It is fantastic. And I sold out of everything, but it's going to take me a week before my credit card payments come in. Can you lend me some food? Can you give me 100 pounds of tomatoes? And can you give me 100 pounds of pasta? And can you give me 100 pounds of onions to make my spaghetti? That store owner is going to tell you no. So now you can't grow your business anymore because you don't have any more money. And now your business suffers because you can't afford to feed your customers. That would suck. Your business is going so well, but you don't have any more money to keep it going. The reason why your wallet is at a negative balance is this. You see, we say $99 is a one-time out-of-pocket expense. And we mean it. So here's how your business has grown. And there's 2 different ways that it could possibly happen. One, which is the best way. One, you got started today, and before the day is finished, you found 3 friends. And those 3 friends all joined you. That means you now have money in your wallet, but those 3 tokens were now used to pay it forward, to give it forward to those 3 friends. So now you've done your job. But you say to yourself, I'm not done yet. I know another 1,000 people. So now you send out invites to 25 people. And when you sent out the invites to those 25 people, 10 people said, yes, I want to join you. But you only got 3 co-op tokens. Any other business would force you to go into your pocket, take out more money, and buy 7 more tokens before they let those other 7 people in. That could take time, and maybe you don't have another $28 times 7 for those other 7 people. We want to help your business grow, and we are going to support you. So when you run out of tokens, but more people join and you need to use a pay it forward one, but you don't have it in your dashboard, we give it to you as a loan. So we put your account in deficit $28. Or in this particular case, because you would have already received $26.25, we put your account in deficit $1.50. And if you invite more people, we just keep putting your account in deficit. We're helping you to grow your business. So if you invite 10 people, let's say you invited 13 people who paid, it means that your account needs 10 more tokens to pay it forward. We provide you in advance with those 10 tokens to help you to continue to grow your business. Now your account is going to say negative 280. Now, there's two ways to look at that. Oh my gosh, now my account's negative 280. That's one way to look at it. How am I going to get out of debt? Or you can look at it and say, I would have rather paid the 280 paid it out of my pocket, but then you don't have these people in your business. Or you look at it the right way and you say you now have 13 people that are out there that are part of your team and helping to create a predictable ongoing passive income for you. So as they are building their team, that 280 is going from 280 to 210 to 240, sorry, from 280 to 210 to 170 to 100 to 50 to 0. And now you got $1,000 in profit. So that's a good thing for you. Now we've even taken it a step further, right? Because you're going to have to renew in 28 days. So if you've built your business and your business is at minus 280, most businesses would say, hey, listen, you got to clear your account before we give you any more. No, we're not here like that. We want to help you. All you have to do is just buy another token, boom, you're active and you can continue along with your business. So listen, we're here to help you. So if you want to invite 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 5 people, 10 people, don't worry about how much you got in your pocket right now. You can get started for $99 and never again have to reach into your pocket for more money because we're here to help and support you. Next question. I hope that answered it because that is like, I mean, just think about that, folks. We're here and we are telling you that we are going to help you to grow your business. And we don't want you to slow down. We want to help you grow your business. And we're going to help to fund your business if you need more, if you have more people join you, but you don't have enough pay it forward tokens, we're going to help, we're going to fund that for you so you can keep your business going. Folks, there's no other business on the planet that does that. There's no other business on the planet that does most of the things that we do for you. What's the next question, Keith? And by the way, folks, there's still quite a few of you online here right now, even though we're 2 hours and 10 minutes into this. If you think that that is something special, throw a yo into that chat, please. What's the next question, Keith?
Okay, a number of people.
Yo.
A number of people have been asking where and when will this broadcast be available?
Well, some of them are already available.
This broadcast in particular.
Yeah, I know. I need to break it down, right? Like we need to break it down because we don't want to put a 3-hour broadcast up there. So we need to break it down, but it'll be available very, very soon. And not only will this be available very, very soon, but we're also going to separate these individual tasks, like how do you pay, how do you buy, how do you get started. We're going to separate them into individual tutorials as well. So it'll be available latest by Tuesday.
Yo from Howard. Yo from Miriam. Yo from Jerry. Yo from Roy.
Yeah, come on, guys. There's way more than you on there. I want to hear a yo from everybody. Because listen, guys, we're here to help and support you. We want you to let people know that you are appreciating what we're doing for you. Because folks, I want to see your pop income go to the moon and over. And by the way, I'm only going to say this one time on this particular call. If you invite 3 friends and they invite 3 friends in the $1 a day cooperative, you can receive $972,753 every 28 days. But folks, let me tell you one other thing, because we automatically put you into the $10 cooperative. And if you get put into the if you start in the $1 a day cooperative, you invite 3 friends and you do it in 7 days. They invite 3 friends and they do it in 7 days. And that process continues. Do you know in your first year, because you will get put into the $10 a day cooperative, and when you're in the $1 a day cooperative and the $10 a day cooperative, you receive $10,730,281 every 28 days by inviting 3, and that process continues. And folks, that means in your very first year, you will have received $108 million that's going to wake up a few dreams and allow you to get your business going. So if you want that type of pop income, I got to see those yo-yo-yos in that chat box.
Actually, there's been dozens and dozens of yo-yo-yos. Great job.
Awesome.
Thank you. Et cetera, et cetera. Man, one gentleman says, this is the best business in the world. Love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, we have a few more questions here. Terry says, ingenious system. Thank you, sir. This will change lives. Okay, Carl.
Again, before you get to that next question, you see, we truly are on a mission with co-op business. We're on a mission to give you business ownership. Because in today's day and age, with artificial intelligence, machine learning, your jobs are being taken away from you. So plan B is not business ownership and becoming an entrepreneur. That's plan A. So that's the first thing we do, is we give you global business ownership. The second thing we do is we give you an entrepreneurial mastery. We give you a business mentorship, a business mindset so that you can grow your business. And then the third thing that we do is we provide you with an income that is easily achievable to allow you to get your monthly bills paid. An income that is easily achievable to help you get out of debt. You see, when you're out of debt and you know in your mind that your monthly bills are covered, the rest of your life is easy. So those are the first two things that we do. And then we provide you with enough money so that you can get your business going, so that you can wake up your dreams. You see, everything that we do here, it's not about David Rosen. It's not about Keith. It is about you and providing you with everything that you need so that you can live your best life and enjoy your full measure of happiness. Your wife, spouse, partner, they deserve to have you in their lives so that you can enjoy things. If you're working 30, 40, 60 hours a week, you don't have that opportunity. Your children, they deserve to have you in their lives. You see, for me, I've been an entrepreneur all my life. And when my daughter was born, I closed my office. I've been having people work from home for 22 years. I was way ahead of the curve. I said, you're working from home, I'm working from home. So I got to watch my daughter grow up from the time she was born to the time she took her first step, to the time she said her first words, to her first day of school, to her last day of school, to her starting her own business. I got to enjoy and see all of those things. If you are working, you don't get that opportunity. You see, this is what co-op business does for you, is it gives you the opportunity to live your life to the fullest. It gives you the opportunity to have the time to enjoy the most important moments that could ever happen in your life. So folks, understand that co-op business is for you and for you to wake up your dreams. Go ahead, Keith. What's the next one? I don't know. I just get so excited because my other businesses help people around the world. And I get messages every day from people like, David, thank you for setting me up. David, thank you for helping me. David, thank you for this. Thank you for this. Thank you for this. Never do I get a message saying, why did you put me into this? Because my businesses have always done what I say they're going to do. So getting these thank you messages is what drives me to keep making these things better. Every business that I created was better than the last. And folks, this business, co-op business, my entire life has all been designed about helping other people. And in 1987, when I first discovered, home-based businesses, I vowed to come up with that perfect business. The first one was in 2001. Here we are right now. This business is the absolute perfect business for you to go from where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. But here's what makes it even better. You see, this business, it doesn't matter what your educational level is. It doesn't matter how much time you have. It doesn't matter how much money you have, because you can even get started for free and make money with this business. You see, I've eliminated every single roadblock that would prevent a person from getting into this business. And then when I removed all of the roadblocks from preventing a person from getting into this business, then I built systems like the 3-minute-a-day plan so that you can use the system for free to ensure yourself that you understand how the business works and that you understand that you can actually make it work. Everything that is in this business has been designed to get us to where we are right now and to give you a business that you can use and share. And you see, I knew that if I created a business that you wanted to use and share, you're going to use and share it. And this co-op business is the perfect business to allow you to do that. So folks, I get excited from time to time. I'm surprised it took me this long to get jacked. Anyways, what's the next question, Keith?
I didn't notice your enthusiasm.
No.
Okay, I think this could be one of our last questions. We've gone pretty well all of it that I can see that's pertinent. If someone comes in for free, does that mean you don't need to use one of your tokens? They might be blind and not understand how amazing it is, so the token would be wasted?
No. When somebody comes in for free, a free person does not get a pay it forward token. And by the way, you don't even have to send the pay it forward token to your friend because everything is automated. It happens automatically. So when if I'm talking to Keith and he says, yes, I want to join the business, I don't have to log into my back office and send Keith a pay it forward token. It happens automatically. As soon as Keith pays that $99, then Keith gets his 3 tokens and the system automatically takes a token from my dashboard and gives it to Keith. So everything's automatic. And no, free people don't get a pay it forward token. Only paid members do.
Huh, wow, well, here you go. I'm just going to read it. Dennis says, your Nobel...
Thanks, I appreciate that, Keith.
Your Nobel Prize is only a few months away. You're one hell of a man. I'm privileged to be part of everything you stand for. And
wow.
Wasn't that great? And one other individual here
Thank
said,
you.
Remarkable. Thank you, David. You are a legend.
Wow.
And he is, folks. He's been doing this for a long time. And I've been witness to the changes in his life. I remember when he was homeless, although I didn't hear about it, for quite a while, and nobody believed it, including me. So to see the change has been amazing. And there's more coming. Listen
to what Keith just said, right, folks? So I was actually homeless twice. Some people say that you shouldn't tell the story. Like, you don't have to tell people that you were homeless twice, right? So I was homeless once in 2000, and I won't get into why I was homeless, but I was homeless in 2000, didn't have any money. And when I was homeless in 2000, I started thinking of how I can create an idea to help everybody, because I'm not a selfish person. I don't do things just for me. So it was a homeless person that created crowdfunding, because I created the world's first crowdfunding system, which is now used by hundreds of millions of people around the world to create billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars for people every single week. It was a homeless person that created the world's first crowdfunding system, and I was that person. And that system allowed me to go from the time it launched, I was a multimillionaire within 2 years. And I was doing great. And then I ended up getting sick in 2012. It was a really nasty sickness. My business has never stopped. They kept going. I ended up getting sick in 2012, and I made a lot of really bad mistakes. So I became homeless again because I couldn't think straight. I couldn't eat straight. I couldn't sell my businesses. I couldn't do anything. So I became homeless again. And something happened on September 4th, 2018. By September 4th, 2018, I didn't sell the place. I lost the place. So I lost my home, and it took me almost 2 years to get well again. So on September 4th, 2018, something happened which gave me my freedom back. Well, actually, my wife left me on September 4th, 2018. And I had been wanting her to leave for some period of time, but I wouldn't put her out on the street. I only had enough money to pay for either a hotel or an Airbnb for one person. So I couldn't put her out on the street. And finally, she left on her own on September 4th, 2018. So now I've already told the universe that if my wife ever leaves me, or when she leaves me, that I will never let her back into my life. She was a great person, but a great person for somebody else. So the universe now knows that I've got my health back. The universe now knows that I won't let that person who is a negative influence on me from a business perspective back into my life. And the universe now knows that I am open, ready to accept the gifts that it has to give to me. Because I'm a smart guy, and I didn't stop the businesses, right? So I'm a smart guy. So now the universe is open, but I'm in a bad situation. I went from having tens of millions of dollars, 14 cars, including a Rolls Royce, and Aston Martin, several vintage vehicles, a penthouse condo that was worth over $2 million, and a thriving business, to now on September 4th being homeless in an Airbnb that I owed 6 weeks and only having $182 in the bank. And during this period of time, in which I went from having all these vehicles, having a penthouse condo, and being on top of the world, I didn't stop seeing my friends. I just stopped buying as much as I used to buy. So my buddy Keith, who's on this line right now, he had no idea the suffering that I went through, because I knew in my mind that I was going to overcome this really shitty position that I was in and rise to the top again. So my best friend, Keith, doesn't know that I've been doing all this suffering. So he calls me on September 5th, when the universe now knows that I'm ready to accept the blessings that it's willing to give me. And Keith says, "Hey, David, I am so happy. I'm out of debt. I have no more bills that I need to pay. And I got $6,000 in the bank." So this is my best friend telling me this, not knowing that I was homeless. So I said to Keith, "Dude, let me tell you my situation right now." You know what he did? He lent me $4,000. With that $4,000, I was now able to assure that I wasn't going to get kicked out of that Airbnb that I was in. Then a couple of days later, he says, "I just got out of debt, but if I can get you some more money, then you can get your own place. Would that be helpful to you?" I said, "Yeah." So here it is, my buddy, who is so proud that he's finally out of debt, borrows money. And he doesn't even know how I'm going to be able to pay him back. So now on October 4th, I get my own apartment because he helped me out. Then miracles happen. When you're ready to accept these miracles into your life, miracles happen. On October 10th, somebody calls me up. He says, "David, listen, I decided I wanted to start a business, and I had 100 people pay me, but I don't have a business. What am I going to do? Can you help?" So I said, "Yeah, I got this system that I actually built in 2011. I said, "I got this system. It's sitting there doing nothing." He says, "Can I use it?" I said, "Yeah." So I told him what the system was. We came to an agreement. He would do this, I would do that. And we did. And on October 28th, we released that business. So now it's October 28th, a month and 3 weeks after I got my freedom back, by the end of February, that business did over $50 million. And I personally, because I worked it, had received $4.5 million. So in 4.5 months, I was a multimillionaire again. That system is only 1/1000th as good as this system. So if you follow those 2 steps, let me tell you something. If you not turned off your cell phone, but you turned off your social media, you stayed away from the TV, you stopped doing the things that you really enjoy doing, which is mostly wasting time, and you dedicate yourself to this business, to co-op business for 30 days. And each one of those 30 days, you pretend that this is a job that someone's forcing you to go to, because it's your business, right? It's your business. So every minute, every hour, every day, every week that you put into this, it's for you. It's not for somebody else, right? You have no problem putting in 8 hours a day for somebody else's dream. But most people say, I'm not going to work 8 hours if it's my business. Why should I? Right? So most people work 40 hours a week for somebody else's dream. So now, what I'm telling you is I want you to work 40 hours a week in this business for your dream. For 30 days, you're going to pick up the phone. You're going to use the tools that are there. You're going to tell people about co-op business. You're going to grow your business, and you're going to work as if somebody is standing over you and telling you that if you don't work, you will not get paid. But do it for this business. Do it for you. Do you know by summer, your life will be way different than it is right now. You will be enjoying the beaches of the world. You will be sailing to wherever you want to go. You'll jump on a plane when you want to jump on a plane. You'll have a new car. You'll have a new house. You will have the freedom that you want to have in your life. So ask yourself this question. I've already shown you that every aspect of this business works. So ask yourself this question. Is it worth it to me? And I'm talking to you, right? You're looking in the mirror and you're asking yourself, is it worth it to me to put forth an effort for the next 30 days to change the rest of my life and to create a predictable, ongoing passive income so that you can give your wife absolutely everything that she desires, so that you can give your children absolutely everything that they desire, so that you can help all your favorite causes, so that you can wake up all your dreams, so that you have the time, the freedom, and the ability to wake up when you want, see the people that you want, go where you want, do what you want. If that is the life that you want, get to work. Oh boy.
Well,
what's the next one, Keith?
I think that's it for the questions.
All right. Well, I'm excited. And folks, I'm here to help, right? Some of my teammates right now, they're using me to have team calls. You know why? You know why I do it? Because I love doing what I'm doing and I'm helping my teammates, right? When you see me on here once or twice or 3 times a week, I'm not on, that's not all I'm doing. You see, you're not seeing the 10 or 30 individual webinars that I'm doing for the rest of the team. You need to do the same thing for your team. Be a team leader. Your teammates are going to do what you do. Don't join the business and then go as a free member and go to Keith and say, hey, you want to join me in business? And Keith says, did you pay yet? And you say, no, I'm waiting till I get my 3 who are willing to pay, because then Keith's not going to join you either. Put some skin in the game. Get into the game. Get into the business. And the only way to get into the business is to put some skin in the game. Become an active donor. Start getting, get that global business ownership. Start getting that business acumen, that business mastery that you get. Start building right now, even before we've gone full-blown launch. Start building your business right now. Create that foundation. Set that foundation in cement, because when you do, it's done, and that will propel you potentially for the rest of your life and set you up with something that's called intergenerational wealth. And intergenerational wealth is way better than generational wealth. You know why? Because generational wealth means that you work your whole life and you build up your assets. And when you die, you pass to your next generation that wealth. But intergenerational wealth is what you want, because in intergenerational wealth, it means that you have enough wealth while you are living to be able to help others. Folks, that is what we strive for here at Co-op Business. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith has already said we got no more questions. We're going to be back doing this again next Saturday. But before we get back doing this exact same thing again next Saturday, we got an overview on Tuesday, and we got an overview on Thursday. But between now and then, folks, get busy with it. Use those tools that are in your back office. Start setting that cement so that it can solidify and harden and give you that foundation that you need to carry you through to the rest of your life. And I'm going to play a little short video here. And the reason why I'm going to play this little short video here is because I want to teach you another lesson. And that lesson that I'm going to teach you when I play this short video is this. Most people don't understand that they are actually living in poverty. It's not that so-called third world that's living in poverty. It's you. And here's how you know whether or not you're living in poverty. If you have a full-time job, and that full-time job does not allow you to adequately pay for your monthly bills, that job does not adequately allow you to put food on your plate and feed your family, clothe your family, and provide money for emergency medical, then you're living in poverty. If you have to have a second job just to pay your monthly bills, you are living in poverty. If you have to get a roommate to pay your monthly bills, you are living in poverty. If you can't pay your monthly bills without borrowing money off of your credit card or getting a line of credit, you are living in poverty. That is the true measure of poverty. We are going to change the world, and we are going to end poverty for every man, woman, and child on this planet. Watch this video, please, and I will see you. I will see everybody on our next Zoom. And if you want help, if you want me to hold a meeting for you, you know how to get a hold of me. Get a hold of me, because we got it going on. Watch this video. This is David T Rosen saying, make today the greatest day of the rest of your life. Let's get busy with it.
It's the hardworking person who can't make ends meet. The families struggling to pay bills despite having multiple jobs. They are the invisible poor, and their numbers are growing. But poverty can be beat. Co-op Business has spent over a decade perfecting the solution, an affordable, easy-to-manage solution that provides everyone an equal opportunity to earn a predictable, ongoing passive income. We call it POP income. By working together cooperatively, we can beat poverty. Join us at coopbusiness.com and let's work together to make a difference in your life and the lives of those you care most about. Together, we can help you live the life you choose, the way you choose to live it. We all deserve to enjoy our full measure of happiness. Together, we can beat poverty, and we can do it with $1 a day. Wealth happens on purpose. Join us today. Go to coopbusiness.com.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.